Hi, it's Chef Bill with the Culinary Institute of America. You know, in the fall here in the Hudson Valley, it is apple season, and there is a wealth of beautiful apples everywhere. But regardless of where you live in the country, you will find delicious apples in the fall. You might want to make pies or apple butter or apple sauce, and the one thing I can guarantee you is that you're going to have to deal with a lot of apples. So let me show you a quick and easy way of dealing with them so that you don't have to worry too much about the processing of apples. The first thing I would say, when you do repetitive tasks, you want to do all of one thing at a time. So as an example, I've got some apples right here. I want to cut the top and the bottom off of them. So I'm going to do it first with this apple, set it aside. And without the knife leaving my hand, I'm going to do it with every apple that I have here on the cutting board. That is the fastest, easiest way of doing a repetitive task. Next, I'm going to take those and put them into a bowl. This now has become my garbage. And I'm going to work right over the garbage can so that I don't have to clean up afterwards. I've got a paring knife, a nice sharp paring knife, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and peel each of these apples. Now, if you're not comfortable using a paring knife this way, you can certainly use a peeler. For me, it goes a little bit slower. And recently, a friend sent me a video of somebody using a drill to spin the apple and using a vegetable peeler against it. But this goes pretty quickly. The nice thing about having this knife in your hand is if you have a bruised piece of fruit, the way I do right here, you can take the knife and use it to trim the bruise out. So let me show you what it might look like with a peeler. If you're more comfortable with a peeler, you can see it goes a little bit slower. Sometimes when I'm dealing with apples, I like to go round and round in circles. It doesn't really matter, but doing all of one repetitive task at a time, I think, is a smart strategy. If there's a little bit of peel left on there, I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. That way, people will know you're using fresh apples. For every task, there's a proper knife. Now, the paring knife was great for paring the peel from the apple, but I want to cut these into quarters, and a larger chef's knife, I think, is a better choice. Because there's a flat side on it, it doesn't roll around. And again, bring my garbage back up, and I'm going to take the paring knife and I'm going to cut the end off, and then I'm going to go underneath the core and just twist my knife, and it should pop right out. Now you'll notice I'm taking these and I'm putting them right into a bowl of water. Apples will go through what's known as enzymatic browning. When the insides are exposed to air, they will begin to brown a little bit, and that's just the way it is. If you have to keep them for any length of time, protecting the apple from air is the order of the day. So you can put them into water, and that helps short term. If you think you need to keep them even longer, you can neutralize the enzymes that are responsible for browning by putting a little bit of lemon juice in that water at the same time. Maybe the best trick that I can give you for dealing with a lot of apples like this is to get two paring knives and get somebody you like to spend a little bit of time with you and help with the chore. All right, so your garbage is all together in one bowl. Things have stayed pretty neat here. Now we need to slice these apples. So I can take them out and put them and use the chef's knife again. And we can cut them like this, or if you're happier, you could put them into the food processor and allow the food processor to do the work. For me, this is sort of a meditative task. It gives me an opportunity to relax a little bit. There's no place I have to be but right here, right now. Because if I am someplace else, sure as shooting, I'm going to cut my fingers. If you need the apples diced, you can do that as well. It really goes pretty quickly. The secret, I think, is that strategy I shared where you're busy doing repetitive tasks in stages. So, whether you're making apple butter, apple sauce, apple cider, apple jelly, it doesn't really matter. You have to peel and core apples. This is the way that you can do it very, very quickly. When the fall is here, go out and get those apples and bring them back into your kitchen.